What's going on with this place next door? Are they going to be? They were open before the show. Are they going to be open after the show?
I just went there. They were actually cool.
I'm sure they are. It's catching them when they're open. We've been trying to coordinate a thing where. I know it was like there was a. Is it? But do you know if they're going to be open? Oh, okay. God damn it!
Steve might know. Steve Levy might know.
Why are you so happy? You're so happy that you're excited to. I went because I know in the past they've been trying to coordinate a thing where we all go over there afterwards or whatever.
Yeah, because now we're not drawing room adjacent anymore.
Because the's no place to go over here.
If anyone ever goes to Vegas and people talk shit about going to Vegas because Vegas can be a nightmare, there's a little bar way off the strip called Champagne's Cafe. It used to be called Tony's Champagne's Cafe. I think it's just called Champagne's. And it's like the drawing room, and it's 24 hours a day, and it's always just chill, and it's fucking great. It's like you walk in there, you can go in there at 4 a.m., and it's just like there's 8 people there. It's not ever crazy. I love it. Or the Double Down if you want to really get it on. The Double Down, I've told the story about going in, the Double Down Saloon in Vegas? Anybody? One person raised their hand. Yeah, it's
instead of clapping. I like that choice.
It's a 24-hour dive bar. I went in there one time at 3 or 4 a.m. by myself in a suit, sat down at the bar. I'm like, this is going to be a bummer. I've been here 100 times. It's always been fun. This is going to be the one night where it's going to just suck ass. It's graffiti and there's punk rock music and the men's room is really just terrible. It's like being like episode of Locked Up Abroad. And a dude comes in and he'd driven in a Bentley. He looked like Daniel Craig, but a little heftier. And
Robert Kraft.
Too soon. And he comes in with a bunch of great-looking girls, puts a bunch of hundreds on the bar, a sandwich bag of cocaine, a Ziploc bag of coke, and just passes out.
What? He thought it was the police station?
No. He walked in and he goes, this is money for them. Here's all the coke. I'm going to fucking take a little nappy time. And he's like, boom. And he's wearing a fucking bitching suit. And outside he had a Bugatti or Bentley, something awesome outside. And there's with 4 or 5 just screaming hot girls. And the bartender very casually just took the coke and put it behind the bar, took the money. He's like, what would you like? And they all ordered drinks.
There's a corking fee.
And exactly. And then there was only maybe before they had all walked in, there was probably 6 other people at the bar. It's kind of a square, kind of horseshoe-shaped bar, and if that makes sense. And he a few minutes later poured all the drinks and then gave everybody a black cocktail napkin with a giant rail of coke on it, and put it all out for everybody at the bar. Me, that guy over there, that lady over there. All the girls, and I'm talking about a golf pencil size rail of coke, and it was for everybody.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And so the guy's just fucking fast asleep right next to me, and we have a good time. And he wakes up about 2 hours later, and we're all having the time of our lives. And he goes, "All right, let's go back to my place then." And we all get into cars.
Wait, you're with the guy?
He wakes up.
You're with Rip Van Winkle?
He needed his fucking Daniel Craig James Bond.
You inserted yourself into his Memento movie.
I was simply sitting at the seat next to where he sat down, and this all played out. And then we went to his crib.
Yeah, but that's the part that I'm saying. Yeah, you would.
No, he invited everybody there.
Yeah,
because there was 8 of us, and he goes all right, fucking, we're going back to my place. Fucking, let's have a good time.
And you're
and he gets in his Bentley. That's when I realized he's driving a $400,000 car outside.
You had me at driving.
Yeah.
What is he doing? He's the guy that was asleep.
He took a nap.
He's too drunk to be awake.
No, he was tired, Dan.
And now he's awake, and now he's ready to drive.
So now we all fuck off to his place.
It's like a respawn.
And it's I don't know, 5 or 6 minutes off the strip. We get into the place. It's a penthouse. And I'm not joking. This sounds like one of those Jeff Davis stories that people are going to say didn't happen.
Oh, does it?
He had an indoor pool and an outdoor pool on the roof of the goddamn building. His place was the entire roof of a building, and there was a full, like a pool the size of the stage, and then an outdoor pool, and we just fucking, did blow and drank and, until noon. And I don't know his name. I'd never...
Why didn't you ask?
I think he composed for Black Panther. No,
I do. He was certainly wealthy. But I'm saying, like, that's a good bar. The Drawing Room at 3 a.m. The Drawing Room I went another time to the Drawing Room. Oh, not the Drawing Room. Double Down. I mean, the Double Down in Vegas. I went in there again. 3 a.m. You want to let the bar marinate. Don't go there before midnight. Go there after 2 o'clock after the bands are done. I went in there, sat alone. Again, this is not going to be fun. Like 20 roller derby lesbians came in, and they were selling T-shirts, and they just were harassing me and mad at me because I was like a straight guy. And they were just talking shit and like just throwing ice cubes at me and whatever.
This is in Nevada?
Yeah, this is Las Vegas. It's a town in Nevada. And
I don't know why. I'm a Fed. Oh, wait, was this in Nevada?
No.
He is snitching though.
Sorry. No,
it's important. Was it in Nevada?
Yes. No, this is a bar.
All we have to do is track down a house with 2 pools in it, and this motherfucker going to jail.
It's a bar in Logan, Utah. No, it's a bar in between like the Hard Rock and the airport. Like you could walk to either.
I thought it might have been Drawing Room because there's the Double Down.
We lost Dino for 2 days there once.
We didn't lose him. We went somewhere other than there, and when we came back, he was there.
We called up Dino like, Dino, where are you? And he goes, I'm still here, man.
Yeah,
I'm ugly. And he was crying at the bar because he was ugly. And he was like, yes, but like you've been at a bar for 48 hours. So
he felt it.
All these roller derby lesbians from whatever Vegas team, maybe they're from out of town, like there was a tournament, whatever. I don't know how. I bought a T-shirt. Then we were friends. I woke up at like the fucking Mandalay Bay, or where the fuck was I staying?
In the Shark Tank.
Oh God!
I woke up at the Mandalay Bay, and they were all there. I was covered in roller derby lesbians, just like it was like I was Hugh Hefner if Hugh Hefner was into not getting laid. There was just a bunch of drunk lesbians on top of me, and they got up in the morning. We all had breakfast together, and it was the fucking best time. Again, Double Down Saloon, best bar in the world.
Why did we not put all of that in the song?
I went into the fucking men's room one time, and it was bad. I'll just start the story by saying, in the men's room, it was exceptionally unclean. And I used the ladies' room instead. And I come out, and a tough little like punk rock chick with like a wife beater on, like half my height. She's like, you motherfucker, you don't get to fucking use the ladies' room. You got your own fucking ladies' room. And I was like, whoa. She's screaming at me. She wants to fucking punch me. And I said, hang on. And I open up the men's room, and there is a 1.5 inches of brown poop water on the floor. And she goes, oh, I'm so sorry. Can I buy you a drink?
Aw. She thought you were just like, I mean, did she think your threshold was just not high enough?
Or just taking advantage of a like the women's rooms are normally nicer.
Yeah, like
than
someone was
rooms.
in there and you just hopped into the women's or something.
No,
yeah, I know. I'm just kind of wondering
bad
like,
there.
what her, if you opened the door and it was like a regular men's room, which is also disgusting. If she would have been like, no, that's the point. I know why you used the women's room and you're cheating, but because there was actual doo-doo, she's like, oh.
Yeah.
But it's sort of like a fascinating thing because it's kind of like, if we have any deal breakers, can we get some bathroom police in this place?
I was sitting there playing pool, and the pool tables they have like sand traps and water hazards on them. They're the worst pool tables of all time. They're the most lopsided pool tables of all time. And I was playing with these 2 gals, friends of mine, and there was these big biker dudes at the bar, like Hell's Angels looking guys. And there was 4 or 5 people, like 3 girls, 2 guys, or vice versa. And they were sitting at a table, and about as far as I am from Spencer, which is, like 15 feet, like 18 feet.
Yeah, like 15.
There was a trash can, and they had a table with like 20 Corona empties on it. And they were just throwing them into the trash can and trying to bank them off the wall and make a bank shot. And just bing, like this is all so loud. Just clang. And then someone would miss, and go all over the floor. And now there's just bottles everywhere. And the bouncer is a big tough guy, and all the bikers just keep looking over their shoulder, kind of rolling their eyes. And they're just throwing glass like across the room and missing half the time and making a ton of noise. And finally one breaks.
Oh.
And the big old, like gray bearded, like Duck Dynasty looking bouncer,
the biker whose street name is caveman,
or duty.
Socrates.
He gets up and he just kind of reluctantly walks over and he goes, "Your taxi's outside."
Oh shit, Socrates!
No, like not fuck you, you're thrown out. It's like we called you a car, and the people are like, "Thank you. We've been throwing bottles for 20 minutes. That's very nice of you." That bar, it's hard to get thrown out of the Double Down.
And just when they're about to throw you out, all you got to do is double down.
Yeah, there's a sign. There's a bunch of signs. One sign says you puke, you clean. And that's if you puke, you got to they give you the fucking mop and the rag and the thing, and you got to clean it up. But at the sign next to it says $20 puke insurance. Which, if you think you're going to puke or you think your friend's going to puke, you can buy $20 insurance. And if your friend pukes or you puke, the bar cleans.
Does the price go up after if you didn't buy it before?
No, it's like insurance on a bet in blackjack.
Well, then, but I'm saying if it's the same price after you puke, then insurance.
If you've just tuned in, this is Shark Tank.
They should charge $60 if you didn't buy it before puke.
I think you can't buy it at the point. You just gotta clean it.
Insurance. It's you puke, you clean is before you is if you didn't pay insurance. $20 buys you puke insurance. The bar will clean up after you.
Before?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But what if you puke and then pay $20? Is that legal?
No, I think you have to clean.
Right. Yeah, that's what I imagine.
There used to be ass juice.
Ass juice.
I'm sorry. What?
Stop right there. Let's just stop right there.
Ass juice.
I think
there used to be dreams in the sky.
The ass juice.
Pour me a cup of ass juice.
I will not.
Play the song. Play the song. Play the song.
Almost.
They used to do a thing. Ass
You didn't
juice,
even mean it.
I think used to be the bar mat, the little
didn't
bar
even
mat.
mean it.
Whatever spilled in there, you could for like whatever. I don't know if they've even charged you for it. Or you had to pay $5 for it. They would just empty the bar mat into a glass and you drank that. But now I think it's any bottle that gets below a shot. Like the dreg of any bottle. It could be vodka, whiskey, Kahlua,
That's way better.
Grenadine, whatever. They just marry it into this opaque bottle so you have no idea what's in there. And they also have bacon
That's
martini, which is just bacon fat floating in vodka, which I think breaks 5 laws, like from the FDA.
I've had a couple of those.
You've had the bacon martini there.
Yeah.
I think if you do an ass juice shot, a bacon martini, and eat a Slim Jim, you get a free T-shirt.
Whoa. What a deal.
But if
You have just won for losing.
Right.
The T-shirt just says the T-shirt definitely doesn't get you anything.
I want a T-shirt.
Even people who know what the T-shirt represents are
I think
like,
it said something like, I drank ass juice at the Double
yeah,
Down.
like I did the following 3 things. What are you doing?
Yeah, I was playing pool with these 2 gals, and they were good looking, and they're not great at pool. Neither am I, but I'm better than they were. And we were playing for drinks.
But you shit talking.
And then they weren't that good. I mean, I'm not that great either, but I was a little better than they were. So I'm beating them. Okay. And there's all these tough biker dudes at the bar, and they're the only 2 gals in the bar. And all these big, tough Hells Angels looking dudes are up there like Mongols or whatever. And then so I go to the bar to get a drink, and I say, and then like the toughest looking dude there goes, "Hey man, what's the stakes over there?" I said, "The stakes are high." And he goes, "What are you playing for?" I go, "If I win, I get a kiss." And he goes, "Win one for us." Like he was on my side. That was very nice.
They're like Lost Boys. They're adorable.
Let's all just get in a big bus and go there right now.
All right. Okay.
All right. Well,
Spencer, have you ever been there?
Oh, yeah. When I was there, I ordered a drink, and then a girl came in and was like, "Whoa, what are you drinking?" And I was like, well, "That's a weird question." She was like, "Yeah, that is." And then I told her what I was drinking. I thought I could do a Jeff story.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
And then she said, "Thank you." Right?